Hey guys, welcome to Sisters Unfiltered. We are so happy to be back.
We're so back.
Oh my gosh, second season.
Yes.
Kind of crazy.
It is crazy.
I was telling Ashley, I was like practicing opening this up because I feel like it's been a while.
It has. It's been a few months.
I know.
Yeah.
And we had a lot going on this summer, and I feel like we are starting maybe a little bit later than in my head we were going to start.
I think I didn't realize how much we had going on this summer, and it wasn't unusually full. I want to say full, not busy. Full summer.
Very.
I actually don't know how we could have done the podcast consistently in the summer.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of glad we took off, even though I really missed everyone. And
Yeah.
we had a few of our friends reaching out asking, like, when are y'all coming back?
Yeah.
Summer's over. Let's go.
Which was super cool.
Yeah, that was
thank
so
you
sweet.
Thank you to anybody who reached out.
Yes.
I was very encouraged by that. That some of you missed us,
Yeah.
which was great.
You noticed.
I mean, you noticed. That's right. But we are. Yeah, our summer was. You know, it was way busier than I anticipated, and I loved it. It was a great summer, mostly for the most part. But I am shocked about how much we had. Looking back now,
Yes.
I'm like, I think it might be the busiest summer we've ever had.
Yeah, I was preparing for this podcast and I was like, oh, I'm going to take some notes. This will be easy though, because you're just doing a recap of like what's been going on since we haven't been on during the summer. And I could not believe the list. And I was like, how are we going to get through that in like an hour? So some things we might just highlight.
We're going to skim what we've done.
Yeah.
And then maybe come back to. And so really we just thought, we actually had a plan to start with a different podcast. We did record one this summer.
Yes.
And it was awesome.
It's so good.
So good. And that was actually what we were going to start with. But so when you hear us on this podcast, we actually were saying, welcome back after the summer and all that. But we decided to wait because we just felt weird going straight into that without giving any type of recap of what's been going on. We're pretty open people. If you've been listening to our podcast, you know this. And so it's weird to just like hop back on here and not talk about anything in our lives from this summer.
Yeah.
I mean, especially when we're doing a podcast every week and we were literally talking about what we did every single week.
I would be like, okay, there's like a whole gap of like things that happen. And I think like some significant things happened.
Yes, like huge things.
So I think we need to start with the boys graduating. And I know we talked about that a little bit in some of our like last episodes.
Yes.
But the boys graduated. I don't know if we told the story of actual graduation.
I think we did. I almost feel like I have to go back, but I don't think we recorded after this.
Okay, so real quick, what happened? Graduation night.
Yeah, so Ashley's fourth son and my oldest, if some of you are listening, you already know this, they go to the same school. Mm-hmm. And they were supposed to graduate. And funny enough is we were actually supposed to, almost a year ahead of time, we had planned to go, we didn't solidify anything, but we had talked about going to Italy in May on this business trip actually, and with our adults in the family. And so, but once we found out that graduation was that weekend, we were like, we can't go. Like obviously we can't miss.
Three were graduating. Nephew, Lindsey's son, my son.
So we were like, we can't miss it. So obviously that was not even an option. So we didn't plan anything. And so we are coming up on graduation and Parker is telling me that there's supposed to be bad weather. And I was like, whatever. It's Austin, Texas. When is it ever bad when it says it's going to be bad?
Yeah, Austin is like mostly 90% beautiful every day, sunny. And it is warm here. I think some people have a hard time with the heat. But we've also been in a drought.
Yeah, so for years.
Yes,
for years. And so it's like, and we just not often do we have bad weather. And even when we do, it's so fast. It's not like the Southeast that it like rains all day. Yeah. It hardly never does that. It's not dreary. I actually miss it being cloudy because it is beautiful all the time. So anyways, we come up to that night. Gosh, so much has happened since that night. It's almost a little blurry for me.
Graduation night, we all get ready. Lindsey, her family, my family. I think everybody almost was there. Yeah. I can't remember. We get dressed.
Yep. They're there already. There's 900 high schoolers that are walking the stage, just to give you an idea of what the senior class looks like.
And it's great outside. For sure.
Yeah.
Not sunny.
Yeah.
Very humid.
Yes. So we're already in line to walk in. Derek and I actually, and our kids, make it to the literal place where you give them the ticket. And right when that happens, there's a lightning delay because it's outside. Also, I love Lake Travis. I'm not sure why we haven't caught on to doing graduations inside.
Yeah, it's at our high school stadium.
Yeah, either for the heat or for the small chance of a storm. So lightning delay. So they don't so we don't even give them our ticket.
No, and they're like, okay, lightning delay, everyone go to your car, leave.
Yes.
A lot of people don't leave. They just
we all
stand
stand there.
We went to like the indoor CAC like gym where they have
we did not. We just stood out
and
there.
it was like an oven in there. It was so hot. So we were like, we're going outside.
Yeah.
So we go outside. We're sitting on a curb, literally, and it's like lightning delay, lightning delay, lightning delay.
It just keeps getting worse.
Keeps getting worse. But people aren't leaving. Not really even raining yet.
No, not raining.
So Lindsay and I are calling, texting, and finally, and the boys are just sitting in a room somewhere in their graduation outfits, and we're like, let's just call it. Like,
I called Ashley and she said, at what point do we call this and say we're out?
Yeah.
So what you don't know is that our boys were leaving for Hawaii the very next morning.
Yes.
So we knew that if we called this, that was it. There was no walking across the stage. Like, this was it. Because if they delayed it, what they were going to do is schedule it for the next night.
Yes.
And so thank goodness that we have two boys who could care less about walking across the
stage. They didn't even want to be there.
They didn't want to be there.
Yes.
So we called them and we said, what do you guys think about leaving here and going to our church in Lake Travis? And the youth pastor was with us at the graduation. So we said, and you can walk across the stage there.
Yeah.
And so we did. My dad and his wife came. They weren't going to come to graduation because we don't make anybody sit through something like that because it takes so long. So we called them, or you did.
Yeah.
They got in the car. It was our families. How many people were there? Like 20-some people, probably. Because it was just our families and them. We get in the car and go to the church, and we have a whole graduation ceremony for them at the church. And it was honestly awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. And they did reschedule it for the next night because at that point they hadn't even canceled it too. I think we were actually at the church. We just had to call an audible and say, hey, we're done. And so they didn't actually walk in their graduation, and they weren't one bit sad about it at all. We took pictures. We did all kinds of stuff.
We did like Parker Mills walking across the stage, and their youth pastor gave them their diploma and we did picture. We did it all, and it honestly was perfect for them. I understand that not everyone would have been okay with that situation, but with the fact that they were leaving for Hawaii the next day, there was nothing that could have been done.
Yeah, and we definitely were not going to be like, oh, you can't go to Hawaii because you're going to walk in.
For sure, no, it's high school.
Yeah,
my goodness.
Yes.
And so it was and they didn't want that. So it was either this or no walking of any sort and no pictures or anything. So this actually was the best scenario.
Yes.
So grateful for a church that lets us come and do that. And shout out to our youth pastor, Zach, for being so supportive and hilarious and amazing and making it fun. And we did the graduation walk, music, and everything. Yeah, it was great. So that was the first.
Graduated, didn't graduate. And
we didn't go to Italy because, we thought they were going to graduate.
Yes, that's right. So the next morning, the boys left for Hawaii with a group of their friends and some friends' parents. Yeah. And they had a great time. They absolutely loved it. Lindsay's family had just been to Hawaii. I know we mentioned that at spring break, but Grayson, this was his first time, and we would joke with him. We're like, you're getting to go to Hawaii before we even get to go. Yeah. So, but they had an awesome, awesome time. And then right when they got back from Hawaii, we went on our family vacation. Yeah. They got back on Wednesday? Yeah. Or Thursday, and we left on Friday. Yes. For our family vacation. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I know we talked about how to vacation with the big family before. We had to do a little quick turnaround with that too. Yeah. I don't know if you want to talk about. Yeah. So our dad, I know you guys probably know that our dad has had a beach house in Rosemary Beach for the last 3 years. But he actually sold his beach house, which made us super sad. Yeah. However, we also understand he just was super stressed with it being a rental, and it just wasn't the right fit for him. So he sold it, but it sold 3 weeks before, unexpectedly, before our planned vacation. With 22 people, which is very hard to book a beach house there, period. Yeah. So we pivoted, and we didn't go to Rosemary, but we went a little further down 38, same area, and got a house, and it was actually, the house was amazing. It slept 28 people. It was the first time Eden had gone on vacation with us, and the weather was amazing. It wasn't super busy there.
No, we were so close to the beach.
Yeah.
Really, really close.
The water was so clear.
It was beautiful. We were on a small street, but there was a pool with the house. There was a game room. Like, it was actually a very awesome house.
Yes.
I missed Rosemary, but at the same time, it was a great fit for our family, and especially for the quick turnaround. I don't even know how it could have been any better.
Yeah, I agree.
The Lord took care of it.
That fast, just with that happening.
We just prayed and asked the Lord to take care of it, and I'm just grateful He did. So,
so we were there for a week.
Yeah, and and our dad. I will say this: shout out to our dad, because he definitely helped financially make that happen. I do want to throw that plug in there.
Yeah,
because it was a blessing, because he didn't have to do that, and he did, because it was a real quick turnaround. So that was pretty amazing. So.
I think something I was thinking about vacation, like something new that came through this vacation, was this game called Secret Hitler that the boys had played in Hawaii with their group of friends, and then you guys played. I didn't play it, but on vacation. And if you've ever played it or heard of it, it's rowdy. It's rowdy.
It's intense. It's very close to the game Mafia, if you've ever heard of that or played it. That's what we grew up playing, was Mafia. And so it's actually super fun. Now, I'm going to tell you, don't even try to play it if you have a bunch of people that are pretty, like, mellow, blah personalities. I'm serious. You gotta have some people that are, like, hyped. You gotta have some people who are real extroverted and hyped.
Yeah.
Really, truly. So, like, this game wouldn't work with people who kind of don't care or don't really want to get involved.
Yeah.
It does if you have a mixture. Yes. I'm just saying, if, like, consistently none of you want to play it, it's not as fun. But my boys are very rowdy and competitive, and they make it a little bit intense, to be honest. But it's super fun.
Yeah, and the other highlight I was thinking is we did Harley's 16th birthday celebration.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
And so we got to toast her. Yeah. And that was the first girl that we've done that with.
And there was more tears.
More tears, there were. More tears. And the boy cousins are ridiculous.
Oh my gosh, they were so annoying.
They're getting more and more annoying at these, because they can just eye each other. And they start laughing. It's like they can read each other's minds.
It's so annoying.
And it's just like...
And it's not just the younger ones. It's all the way up to Tyler.
Oh,
all
of
them are on this boy text thread. Tyler down to Micah. And they literally cannot keep it together. We all kept it together for their toast. And now it's like the girls. And it's like, they can't keep it together.
They did say some really sweet things, though.
They said super sweet things. But they are chuckling and laughing in between. And we're all trying to keep it going. Yeah. Because, you want it special for Harley or whatever. Oh my gosh, they're a mess.
Yeah, they are a mess. But anyway, so vacation was awesome.
It was great.
That was, again, at the beginning of the summer. And then we get back, and Ava May had surgery.
Yeah.
That's been huge.
That was huge, yeah.
Huge part of the summer.
Yes. Yeah.
So you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so I don't know if I ever explained that she was having surgery this summer. I can't remember, guys. If that's the case, just fast forward.
I think we might have talked about it.
Yeah, so Ava May had a really big surgery. I've posted about it for friends of me on Instagram. You've seen some things about it. But she had a really big surgery on her jaw, and we knew it was coming. We've been preparing for a year for it. Ava May was born with a cleft lip and cleft palate, so she's had multiple surgeries over the span of her life. Now, granted, it's actually minimal, I feel like, compared to a lot of kids who have had cleft lip and cleft palate surgery, so I'm very grateful for that. But, like, she had 3 surgeries in 2020. But she hasn't had any since 2020. And then this surgery was a intense, I was told, the most intense surgery she will have. And so, anyways, the bottom line is they broke her upper jaw, moved it forward as much as it could go. And then they put these rods inserted surgically into her jaw. And she had these things sticking out of her mouth. And we had to turn these things twice a day, so that it would move her upper jaw up every day, whatever. So the surgeon essentially told us, I can break her jaw and move it forward. I cannot move it forward as much as it needs to go. So this will move it forward more. And so she was on a all liquid diet for 3 weeks. Then she was on a soft food diet for 6 weeks. And she was not allowed to do any camps, any sports. Swimming. She couldn't swim. She couldn't do anything where she would be around a ball that could hit her face. Yeah. Her face was very swollen. She could talk, but yeah, it was intense. She handled it really well,
Oh,
but
she was a trooper.
she was a trooper.
I mean,
yeah, she was.
and the difference is
Oh,
huge.
it's huge. She looks like a different person.
Yeah, she really
It's
does.
just the craziest thing.
But
Just her jaw
glad
looks.
it's over.
Oh yes, like her jaw looks great. So she was actually not cleared for normal food. So she did not eat one crunchy item. She couldn't crunch on anything from June 9th until the day after her birthday, August 20th. I actually gave her the green light on her birthday, regardless of what they told me at the doctor's office, because it was one day early. So that was the first day that she actually crunched on anything.
Yeah.
So glad it's over with, and we really kept her weight on her. I'm so grateful.
I
Doing the
know.
liquid diet.
It really
We just
was
did
amazing,
a lot of
honestly.
protein powder and everything. I mean, she was amazing. She would
She
come
was.
and sit at dinner with us, which we never asked her to do, and she would sit there and just drink her, like do her. And so when you go through something like this, you're having to drink everything through a syringe, all your meals, or I actually got a water bottle that's like a sports water bottle you could squeeze, and it would shoot the straw into her mouth, like the food into
She
her
wouldn't have
mouth.
to suck.
She wouldn't have to suck. So she can't bite down. She can't suck on anything. So whatever it was would have to shoot into her mouth.
That is
so
crazy.
yeah, it was pretty crazy, but she handled it so well, and we are glad it is over.
Yes.
But
That was a huge thing this summer.
Huge for her, huge in general, but I'm just glad she missed out on a lot of things and handled it super well, so I'm just happy the next summer she'll get back to being able to do everything. So
Amy had surgery, then Parker and Grayson, the ones that just graduated, went to a summer honors program for 2 weeks with two of their friends in Tennessee, and they all drove themselves there and had the time of their life. And summer honors is something I did when we were in college as well, and it's so great. Just really get you ready. You get 6 hours of credit, and then to go towards your college education, but also it's just super fun. You stay in the dorms, all that kind of stuff. So the boys were there for 2 weeks, and
I didn't do it.
She did do summer honors.
I didn't do summer honors because I didn't have the grades for summer.
Yes.
Let's be real, guys.
Yes.
High school was not my thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So my grades weren't great. My grades are actually so much better in college.
Yes.
But I didn't have the
summer
grades.
honors is crazy. If you guys ever have any questions about it, I think they're the kids that go that end up going to that same college is like 99.9% of the people, because it's just you get so ingrained in the culture there.
Yeah, you do.
And you just love it, and so you end up going
It's
to school there.
the best program ever.
It really
and
is.
it's not super expensive, and they get credits, and they live on campus, and they go to class with you literally get a taste of what it's going to be like to be a student at Lee University for 2 weeks, and it's Christ-centered. All of it's Christ-centered. Worship
and
nights.
it's so economical.
Yeah. Oh, very. I don't know
was
how they do
shocked.
it. Yeah. So it has been such a blessing, and Micah will go to summer honors next summer. So it's just a crazy, awesome program. So they came back from summer honors.
Yeah, they came back from summer honors, and then they all went to Life Students Camp.
Yeah, I was like, what was after that?
Yes, Life Students Camp, so everyone went but Ava May.
Yes,
right?
Everybody went Ava May. It was such a bummer.
Yes.
And during that,
Jeremy and I went to Boston. I've never been to Boston before. We've never actually traveled while our kids are at camp or whatever, but Grayson and Ella were going to be there for 4 or 5 days. And so we were like, hey, let's do a trip.
Yeah.
Jeremy loves to travel with just him and I, and I'm always like, let's bring the kids. And but it was we had the best time. It
sounded like it was so much fun.
Boston was great. Went to a Red Sox game. It's like very historical. So like this is how I felt there. I felt like very patriotic because there's so much of like
American history there.
And then also I felt really smart, even though it doesn't make any sense, just because they have Harvard and like MIT there.
Ashley comes home with a Harvard student sweatshirt.
I didn't. But also it's super active, and I didn't know that. So like we walked, we ran. There's like the Charles River there, so you can run. And then also we biked a lot of places.
Yeah,
which was just so fun. And we only were there for like 3 days. And the last day we went to Cape Cod, which again was just so picturesque. You know, like it just was very, the gray cedar planked houses with the hydrangeas and the American flag. And
that's so cool.
Like it was so cool. Yeah, it was so cool.
I've never been to Boston. I really feel like I need to go.
Our brother loves it.
My brother loves it. Y'all's been. Dad's loves it. And I just
Actually, my brother and his wife, Wade and Kimberly, and their kids were there while we were there, but then we didn't even see them. It was like an overlap or whatever.
But it was hot.
It was very hot.
They had like a heat wave, right?
Yes.
So it was like
they had a heat wave before that, but
it was almost hotter there in the northeast than it was in Austin.
That was before we went there. But it still was warm there. I was thinking it was going to be a little cooler because of Boston, you know?
Yeah.
Like when we were in Cape Cod, it was overcast. It was a little bit cooler. But no, it was hot for sure. Because we think like Texas, 110 degrees. We're like, oh my gosh, nothing can be hotter.
No.
But it's still pretty warm.
And also humidity can make things feel hotter.
Yeah.
But Austin had a very calm summer, very mild summer.
That's true.
So it's, you know, I mean, it's hot here today or yesterday, but we've just not had that.
Yeah, we have.
But we've also had summers where it was like 40 days in a row, like triple digits.
Oh, yes. So Boston was amazing. And then we came back. The kids came back from camp. I also just want to say, like, send your kids to like church camp.
I love overnight camp.
Loved church camp growing up.
I know, me too.
My kids absolutely love it.
Yeah.
And I really do feel like just like something happens at those camps, right? Like God is just like can speak to your students in such like a I don't know, intentional time.
Yeah.
And I just can't say enough good things about church camp.
And also you're allowing other leaders to speak into your kids other than you.
Yes.
And I think that's important. Obviously, I think parents are the number one on speaking into your kids, but I think allowing some other leaders, they develop these relationships with their youth pastors or youth leaders, and I don't know, they see them walk out what they're what they're preaching, and like seeing them like at a camp like that is just so cool. And like kids getting to experience that is just amazing.
Yeah, it really was amazing.
And for whatever reason, when you go to camp, you're just like expectant of the Lord to move. You're expected to have those moments.
Yes.
Especially if you've ever gone.
I think that's what it is. It's like a prayerful expectancy that parents and the church and the leaders all have. Yeah. And I just think like God shows up, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So I just want to encourage anybody that's even thought like, should I do church camp? Like I have 5 kids. They've all gone to church camp, and it's always been
honestly, church camp is also normally cheaper than like
these
overnight camps. So my kids absolutely
like Pine Cove
love Life Austin's camp.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's the church they were. Yeah. That's not the church we're part of, but it's the church that they go. They're going to their youth group there, but they love that camp. And my oldest 3 have been to Pine Cove before and loved it.
But what's not to love?
No, but literally after they went to the church camp, they told me they liked it just as much, if not more, than Pine Cove. And I'm like, I'm sorry, that's like less than half the price.
Right. Yeah.
So I appreciate that.
Yes, exactly.
So yes, you can all go.
Yeah.
So it was just great for them to.
It's really good.
It's such a blessing. So
it is.
And you don't have to send your kids to the church camp where you go to church. Like if they don't have one, send them to one that you obviously trust. But send them to camp.
Yeah. So the kids came back from camp, and then we had Wave Student Conference.
Oh yeah.
So our church puts on a big conference called Wave, and it's amazing. Lindsey and I served at it. Our husband served at it, and
all of our kids go.
All our kids go. Our church, obviously students and staff and that kind of thing, and it was awesome.
It was
so fun. My oldest Tyler, led worship, and then Sam also is involved in that, and so I don't know. It was so great. We laughed though because we're like, I think we've aged out of Wave. Yeah. Of Wave Conference because it's all students and young people, but it's so fun.
It's so fun.
And it's just like really well done.
And it's like legit conference that you see all these like passion conference and all that. It's not as big as many people, but it is probably just as good.
Oh yes.
I mean, honestly, it's
excellent.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And it's really cool to watch Tyler perform. Like I know he's not performing, but leading worship. Yeah. In that kind of way, because we don't go. They have Wave nights once a month in Georgetown, but our kids go, but we don't go to those, obviously. That would be weird. So we don't get to see Tyler in that element. We get to see him lead worship at our church, but that's for adults.
Yeah.
So seeing Tyler lead worship for kids is like, I promise you he could be like Forrest Frank.
Yeah. Well, and funny story is, and I don't even think I've even put this on like my social media or anything, but Tyler co-wrote a song and it was on Spotify, and so they sang that song a lot at camp. Yeah. And it's called I Will. And literally we were cracking up because my other kids saw like Tyler would come out and people wanted his autograph.
Oh my gosh.
And my kids thought it was the funniest thing.
It's so funny. It's so cute. I love it.
Cute. It is.
I love it, and it's like
I think it would even caught Tyler off guard. Like, I don't
But
think
it
he
does.
was
It feels
expecting
like he's famous up there, which I know he's not in that way,
Yeah.
but he's just in that setting. Like, he's so good. He's so anointed and talented. And anyways, it was great. It was a great conference.
Yes,
so, but
it is.
we might have aged out on that one. But yes, it was great.
Well, honestly, like, you're exhausted.
Exhausted. That's why I feel like we've aged out.
Yes.
It's not because it's all young people. It's because I am so tired. And then I started thinking, this was great, but wait a minute. Everyone, my kids are here. Why am I here?
I know.
Why am I not home enjoying my quiet home for 3 days?
Instead, we're like, guys, when y'all get off work, come serve with us. So we're all there. But it's really so cool. So we did Wave Conference, and then the boys, again, I mean, honestly, I'm talking about this, and I'm like, Grayson and Parker just lived their best life this summer.
Yeah, they did.
Because then they went on a mission trip.
Yeah.
To Costa Rica.
Yeah.
And kind of their last hurrah before college with their favorite, honestly, youth pastor, who's just really impacted their life over the last couple years. And all seniors. I think there was probably like 25 seniors that went to Costa Rica. And I want to say this too about mission trips. We started sending our kids to mission trips, or we would go with them when they were 10.
Yeah.
But I thought we've talked about this before on the podcast. And it kind of opens their worldview. It really shows them something different than where they live. I think it gives them an appreciation for life and what they have and how they've been blessed, but also gives them a servant's heart. And just this year, crazy. So Tyler went to Africa. Sam went on a mission trip with our church. They went to Memphis, Tennessee, which is funny to say that's a mission trip, but it's a mission trip there. Blake went to Honduras, and Grayson went to Costa Rica.
Yeah.
And as a mom, I did not make them do any of those trips.
No.
They're all old enough, 18 and older, and yet I really believe that is exposing them to missions at an early age.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes, for sure.
And I know, I think, I have definitely made some mistakes parenting-wise, and I'll talk about those freely as well. And I actually feel like this is something that we did that I'm so, proud of us. You know? That I'm like, you know what? I am so glad that we did that. I'm glad that we, set aside the money to do it, because it's not cheap necessarily to go on a mission trip. Now, we didn't all go together. It was I would take a kid. Whenever the next one was 10, Jeremy would take a kid. I mean, we never all went together. But it was important for us for them to be exposed to that.
Absolutely. So Ava May and Abby Kate are my only two that have not gone on a mission trip, and my goal would be in the next 2 years for Derek and I to take them possibly back to Honduras. I've been to Honduras, Roatan 3 times with my older 3, and Derek has never been. So ideally would love to take them. Yeah. Because it really is super important for them to see that side of just society.
Yeah.
I mean, right? And we actually, living in Lake Travis is such a bubble of honestly some pretty affluent people, and it's honestly not realistic. I mean, I love Lake Travis, but it's not realistic. And so I want them to understand what God has called us to do. Yeah. So I agree with you. I think y'all have done it right. And I think that.
And we even were we were kind of should the boys go on this trip? Because they're gone all summer. They were gone all summer long. Yeah. And it was just another thing. We barely saw them. It was they'd already gone to college. But I'm so glad that they went. And I feel like they loved it.
They did.
They had the best time.
They did have such a good time. So.
So they went on a mission trip. I don't know.
That overlapped with Wave.
It did.
While we were at Wave Conference, they left. They went the night Wave started. They went with us, and then they went to the mission trip the next morning.
Yes. So also this summer, Blake, our kid that's at Lee, he's a senior now. Him and 2 of his friends. Oh my gosh, let's talk about this. I know. They moved here and lived with us all summer long.
Yeah, they did.
And they interned at Square Cow, which is Derek and my dad and Wade's moving company. And y'all absolutely loved it. I loved having them. Yeah. I feel like they were family.
Well, they were. They were family to all of us.
Yes,
they came to everything we had.
We would sit around the table and chat. Any family celebration they came. Yeah. Literally, it was so cool. Yeah. I just loved having them. And again, that made for a busier summer, I think, but I would do it 1,000 times over.
Yeah. Well, and there was a little bump in the road.
Yes.
Because actually, it was when we recorded our last podcast, the only podcast we recorded this summer.
Oh, yeah. It
we
was
were
that same
getting,
day.
It was that day. Derek was getting
Crazy.
text messages, and we found out that one of them that was living there on at Square Cow offices, not on a job.
Yeah.
Total accident, but broke his arm and had to have surgery.
Yes.
All while he was living with
Yes.
Jeremy. And so it was like a team effort. Like he could have gone home, but he didn't want to.
Yeah.
And so like Derek's our really good friends who work with Derek, he like took it on and took him to his found his doctor.
I think he took him to his surgery, took him to all his
follow-up appointments, like did
and
everything.
I said, like, what do you need? Like, I can do anything. But I mean, broke his arm.
Broke his arm, like bad. Like it was bad.
Yeah.
He had to have pins put in it and it was bad.
Yeah.
So but they were great. They are great.
Yes.
Love
they
them.
got
And
so involved in our church.
So involved in our church.
People love them at our church.
I know, served in all the youth stuff. It was great.
Yeah.
And then what is funny is, and then Derek actually just got one of them because Connor's graduated.
Yes.
He's already graduated from Lee, and so Derek actually just got him to come and live out here for a year.
Yeah,
and
so
work for
Connor
Square
moved
Cow.
back, and I love it. I saw him at church on Sunday, and I was just so excited.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he's one of my kids, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
it's great. So he just moved back, and he's working for Square Cow, and Derek really has a heart for young entrepreneur, business people. He really wants to pour into them, I think, because he started so young.
Yeah.
Because I think we were like 23 when we started Square Cow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
And Connor's
So 24, 23. Yeah. So I think Derek just really has a heart for that.
Yeah.
So anyways, pretty cool.
Yeah, so cool. But, and I was actually so sad when they had to go back.
Well, yeah, because Ashley went from having a full house to just Ashley and Jeremy and Ella.
Yes. And it was like so quiet. And we all loved it. Ella loved it. Jeremy loved it. Like, it could not have been a better situation. And then also we found out that Sam and Eden were pregnant this summer. So exciting.
Yeah. We have learned something about our family, all 22 of us, that we are very good at keeping things a secret.
Oh my God.
Which shocks me because like we have all the way down to a 12-year-old.
Yes.
And we have figured out how to keep things on the DL.
Oh my goodness.
I do not know how we've done it. So Sam and Eden, you know, none of us are surprised. Like we
No.
all knew they wanted to have a baby and soon.
Honestly,
so,
every time I saw them, I was like, when are they going to say
That's
they're
right.
pregnant?
When are they gonna say
They got married in November.
Yeah.
So, yes.
And so they, anyway, so the way they told all of us, which was so sweet, they kind of hopped to everybody.
They did.
They came here, and we were actually celebrating adult birthdays.
Yeah.
Me, Wade, and Ashley's sibling birthdays.
Yes.
And so we were together with Dad and Sharon, and so they like stopped by here and told the girls because they dropped Ella off, and they told the girls, they're like, don't tell your parents yet.
Yeah.
And then they told the boys separately,
Yes.
like everybody in their own personal way.
Yes.
And then they told us, and so excited, but we couldn't tell anybody.
No.
We weren't allowed to post about it, which
Yes.
obviously I get that, but we weren't allowed to post about it. We weren't allowed to say anything for a while.
And here's how I feel about secrets. I just don't want to be the one that accidentally messes up and says something.
No.
It's not that I care to keep a secret.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh my gosh, I freak out because I'm like, I don't really want to mess up.
And people always ask questions. It's like hard.
Yeah,
it's
it is
like,
hard.
what the heck?
It is hard. And we're pretty honest.
Oh my
So
gosh, I'm so
I don't want
honest.
to lie, you know,
I
and like
don't
all that kind
want
of
to
stuff.
lie either, but I'm like, okay. So I like threaten my kids' life. I'm like, you can't tell anyone anything.
Yes.
And so that was the first secret of the summer.
So Sam and
I don't
Eden.
really like the word secret because I've always taught my kids when they were little, you can't ever keep a secret from mom and dad. But that was definitely the first surprise of the summer.
Yes. So Sam and Eden are pregnant. Then Sammy and Tyler got engaged.
Yes. So
that was a secret too.
That was a secret too.
Yes.
So we knew that Tyler was ordering the ring, and he was supposed to get it while we were at Wave Conference.
Well, because on vacation at the beach, Lindsay and my brother Wade were like, Tyler, why are you just like, get the ring? Like, what are you waiting
This is
on?
what he said.
And if you know Tyler at all, like we've talked about him a little bit,
Yeah.
he's very laid back. He's very
Not
chill.
in a rush. He's never
not in a rush to do anything.
Everything is going to be fine.
Everything is gonna be
And you're like, okay, but like
amazing.
you have to take action in this.
Yes.
And what he said was he had saved up a bunch of money, and he was like happy to see that money in the bank account. And of course he wanted to get married and all the things, but it was a little hard to see the money go. And Wade said, welcome to marriage. He said, 1 minute the money's there, zoop, the next minute it's not.
Yeah.
He goes, then you have kids, then you've got money, and then zoop, it's gone.
Yeah.
He just kept going, zoop.
Yeah.
And he was like, and he goes, Tyler, that is not a reason. And it wasn't. I don't think Tyler was using it for that.
No.
We were just talking it out, and he was like, and Wade was hilarious because Wade just pretty much said, just that's life. Like, you know, like you see a lot of money and then it goes. But
anyways, but we got to help with the engagement and the engagement party,
fun.
which was super intimate. I think there was maybe like 20 people there, whatever.
So sweet.
Wade and Kimberly hosted at their house.
Yes.
And it
was just so sweet. Tyler wanted to do it outside of Wade and Kimberly's house where none of us were they watching, which I am so glad because I personally think watching someone get engaged is like kind of intimate, and so like I don't really like
should I be watching this?
That's
this
right.
Like
it can be awkward.
Yeah.
And so Tyler was like, I'm going to do it outside. You know, Wade and Kimberly live on the lake. It was really pretty, and so we had he had rose petals going down, and then I had like tea light candles, and they used those.
Yes.
And he had a photographer. Their best friends there for photography. Anyways.
And there was Derek did the charcuterie board, and Sammy's sister Sydney and her family. It was so cute.
It was
all
so cute.
The food and the cake and all.
And
the
her
things.
best friends got her there.
Yes.
Anyway, so nobody was supposed to watch.
No.
And actually, also no kids were there.
No.
So my girls weren't there. Ella was allowed to be there, obviously, but no one else was there.
Ella was by far the youngest, and she was so annoyed by it because she's like, why do I even have to be here?
Well, after it was over, and we're all socializing, Ella comes up to Ashley.
Yeah, comes up to me, and she's like, you want to see my video? And I was like, what? Y'all, I kid you not. This girl snuck a video of the engagement.
Whole thing.
The entire thing. I had no idea where she was.
First of all, the worst part is we didn't even think about where's Ella.
I didn't even think about it.
We were in there as a group.
I know.
I did not even
and there was
think
only
where's
20
Ella.
people there. There wasn't that many people.
And she snuck in Harley's shower. So the beginning of her video, the tile, bathroom tiles on there.
You can see leaves
and she goes above the window. Guys, actually, it's very good video. It feels like she was a photographer. Because there's leaves where it's kind of blurry, you know, and then they're in the background. It is so good. And Tyler, we got to watch the whole thing.
We did. But it cracked us up because we were like...
I said, Ella, she wants to be in cosmetology school. I said, no, you got to go be a PI.
Yes.
A private investigator. I have never in my life.
Oh, yes. It was a shock. I was like, oh my God. Ella watched and videoed the whole thing. Nobody else was supposed to. It was great.
It was a great moment.
It was.
So I was actually very proud of her abilities. Yes. But anyway, so that was great.
Sammy and Tyler got
was something we had to be quiet about also.
Yes, it's just a lot, you know? But it was perfect. I every time these things happen, it's so fun, you know? Then we had a gender reveal.
Yes.
For Sam and Eden.
At our house.
At Lindsey and Derek's house. I'm sorry. I've never been
That's also a surprise. It was also a secret. Oh my
gosh, yes. So, never been a part of a gender reveal before. Never planned a gender reveal before. But the only people that could find out the gender was Leanne, which is Eden's mom, and me.
So, Sam and Eden did not know the gender.
Sam and Eden didn't know the gender. We were the only two that knew, which, y'all, that is...
A lot
to keep, you know, finding it out. So we found out what it was, and we since we knew what it was, we got them a little gift or whatever. But the whole time we couldn't tell anybody, and so I ordered these confetti cannons on Amazon, and her and I were talking. She said she did a different password on her phone just so that her husband wouldn't get on the phone and accidentally see anything of what the baby was. But it turned out so cute. It was just family. And Noah. He's like family. Yeah. One of Sam's friends. But very just intimate. And when we say just family,
first of all,
there's so many of us.
There's a lot of us. There's still a lot of people.
Yes. And it was, and you're supposed to wear the color that you thought the baby was, which I think it leaned, people did more blue. Yeah. People were more blue than pink, I feel like. And then we did the gender reveal. Yeah. And
I read they're having a boy.
Yes, a boy.
We're having a little great.
Yes.
I'm having a little great nephew running around here. I cannot wait.
I know. We're all so excited. The whole time we were at the beach, before we knew they were pregnant, we were like, Oh my gosh, we can't wait. My dad even said, hey, you know what? I think it's time to have a little baby running around again.
Yeah.
You know, just because we hadn't had that in a long time.
Yeah. It was super exciting. I made red velvet cake because that's Sam's favorite cake that I made.
I love this.
And so I did one of them pink and one of them blue. So they didn't find out that way, but we just had both.
It was so
It ended up being adorable.
Yeah.
Sydney did so much. Eden's sister did this awesome charcuterie.
Yes,
she did. We love some charcuterie
Hey, I just
boards.
delegate that out, and these people are killing it.
Oh,
Derek and
Sydney did awesome. Like, so good. So that was super fun, and I took pictures of them.
Yeah.
It's my first gender reveal I've ever done. I was like, Lord Jesus, please let me get it.
But it was awesome.
But it worked out. Yeah,
it was so fun, and everybody's like, "Oh, we're not shocked. Those jeans, those boy jeans."
But I think they were shocked. They thought they were having a girl.
They for sure did.
They
Sam
did.
and Eden for sure thought
they were shocked. So that was kind of fun.
Yes,
to
and
see
Eden
the
comes from an
surprise.
all-girl family, and even though we have Ella, she's adopted. So Sam really
So
comes
it's
from a boy
very-
family.
yeah.
So you never know.
Yeah, you never know. So that was exciting.
So exciting.
That was a great night.
That was so fun.
Loved
and
it.
we love Eden's family.
Oh, we
And
love
they
Eden's family.
Literally are family to
Yeah.
us. And so
And we've hung out with them so much before when they were dating since they were 14.
Yes.
So you guys have hung out with them more, but we visited their church. Like, we loved it.
But we had so much fun.
It was great.
And so we did that. And then we took the boys to college.
I
guess that was the
and
next
Ava May had
thing.
surgery again.
Yes, that's true.
So Ava May had to have surgery to get these out.
And school started. So not even college yet.
Oh my gosh, yes. Because Ava May had surgery to get these taken out, which was just in and out surgery.
Yeah.
But she was pretty sore, which I think
Yeah.
we were all like, oh wow, we didn't realize it was.
I mean, that was like what, 2 or 3 days
That
before
was-
school started, or a week?
that was like a week before school started,
Okay.
because they tried to do it the day before school started, and I said, yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Yes.
So we did it the week before, thank God. And then the very next week, and they tried to put her back on a liquid diet. I was like,
Yes.
oh my gosh, you guys are driving me insane.
Yeah.
But it all worked out. And then school started on Wednesday, which P.S. I don't recommend taking your oldest to college and having 4 other kids you're putting in school the same
did do
week.
that. Yes.
Because it was a lot of work.
Yeah.
But we got
Through
them
it.
started. And I was sick the whole time.
Yeah. That's
I was sick for
crazy.
probably 3 weeks.
Is that when you think you had COVID?
I did have COVID.
Yeah.
I found out on the tail end of it that I had COVID.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I went to the doctor hoping it wasn't strep. Then I waited and I still wasn't better in like 3 weeks. And I was like, dude, and we were going to be leaving on another trip.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, I cannot be sick on this next trip. So we went to, I went back to the doctor and I thought I had a sinus infection at this point. And they were like, well, we'll test you for COVID. If it's negative, we'll give you medicine for sinus infection. And it was positive.
Yeah.
And I had already opted out of testing for COVID before because there's nothing you can do about it. Anyways, but then literally I went, got tested positive, and the very next day was when I had a turnaround. So I almost wish I would have waited one more day and not gone.
Yeah.
Because it was like, I literally the next day started feeling a lot better.
Yeah.
So,
But COVID's kind of going around. It's
yes.
bad.
Yeah, I think so. So anyways, but
So school started
so
for
school
the
started, we
high
took,
school, middle
Yes.
school, right?
Yep. And then
Kids.
we took like on Wednesday
On Wednesday, and then on Thursday,
We drove to
Tennessee.
to take our boys to college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyler came and stayed with Ella, which thank goodness for older kids.
Mm-hmm.
And
Micah stayed with the girls, and then
And we were only gone until Saturday night, but also moving the boys into Lee was awesome.
it was so fun.
It was so great.
It was.
Getting their dorm room ready, walking around
So they're
campus.
suite mates. So Parker's rooming with their friend Rex from here.
Yeah.
And then they have a bathroom in between, and then it's Gray and Jax, our
Yes,
nephew Jax.
yeah.
So that
It was really fun, like doing that with Wade and Kimberly and you and
Yeah.
Derek and like Jeremy and I. Like, I don't know. I just kind of loved that.
I did
like,
too.
and we got to spend a lot of time together
Yeah.
and sort of do that. And the boys are just also ready, and
Yeah.
it was awesome.
It was so much fun.
It was so fun.
It's just, we just feel so comfortable there. It's just it is literally the best university.
Yeah, we love it.
And they just love these kids and these students, and they're cheerleaders and for them, and
Yeah. And then the text messages like leading up to like, what are we bringing? What are we taking? We should do a whole different episode
Oh my
about that.
gosh.
About what you take to college, what works. They're boys. It doesn't take that long to move them in, but it did.
It did take longer
it
than
did
I
take
thought.
us.
Yeah. So, but yeah, they were ready. Loved their rooms. All of them loved their rooms. That was great.
They had two friends from Austin also go to Lee.
Yeah.
which is amazing. So we got to hang out with those families too.
Yeah, we did. We
just
did
so
dinner with
fun.
them, and it was great because it's just like you feel so accomplished when they like feel like they love their room. To me, like because that was like Parker and Rex's main goals. I want it to be a room that people want to hang out in, and looking at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, like it happened.
Yeah. But then we didn't get home. We flew home on Saturday night.
Gosh.
We didn't get home till like 3 a.m. I know you wanted to forget that.
That was terrible.
It was terrible.
It should not have been like that.
Yeah, it was really
Our
bad.
flight kept getting delayed. It was just, oh my gosh, it was such a mess.
But I mean, at that point, after we've already talked about everything that's happened this summer,
We're just like,
and then we have
whatever.
another big thing we're about to say, it literally was like, I felt like I was just like, I just have to get through some of this stuff.
And then it was Saturday night, so Ashley got in at 3 a.m. and turned around and got to church like 3 hours later.
Yeah.
Because of her job.
Yeah.
But
I was like, oh well, here we go. Let's do this thing.
I know.
Yeah. But the boys are doing great. They're lovingly.
Lovingly. Ask Parker today, do you feel like you miss home at all, or are you like totally fine? He said the second one.
Oh, Grayson said the same thing. I asked him the other day. He's like, yeah, we talked about none of us actually miss home. So that, honestly,
Which
I'm
I
so
want.
glad. Me too.
I do
Me
not
too.
want them to be home. I feel so bad when they're homesick.
Yeah.
I've always felt like that. I want my kids to enjoy being and doing what they're doing. You know?
And they are loving. I think they're hanging out with Blake a lot, which Blake's a senior.
Yes.
Blake says he hangs out with Parker, Gray, and Jax more than like even his friends right now. Which I love because I love family. So I feel like I love that they have that relationship.
Yeah.
He said Blake said yesterday he drove up to his house and Parker was just chilling at his house with a couple other guys. It's so funny.
Parker was like, I love it. I just love it so much.
Yeah.
It's like high school is just like, you know, you come home and then you're like, don't even want to go to bed because you gotta get up and do it all over again. He's like, I don't feel like that here. Like, I just love it with my friends all the time. And so
I actually think like my boys probably had a better high school experience than I did. And mine wasn't terrible. I just didn't love it.
Yeah.
But college is where I loved every second of it. And I feel like my boys have been the same way about college. You know?
Yeah, I want them to love it.
Yeah, me too, for sure.
I also didn't tell you guys this. Micah.
Oh yeah, we need to talk about that
this.
too. Yeah.
We don't have a lot more time, but we'll go through this pretty quick. But Micah, so my 16-year-old decided in April, I threw this idea out to him, which I really do believe it was the Lord, but I will be honest, after I threw it out, I was like, what are you doing, Lindsey? I just one day just dawned on me, like, so Micah is really close to Parker, and they were all in the same friend group. Parker, Grayson, Rex, Ryder, they're all these kids are in this friend group, and a lot of them graduated this year. And Micah was a sophomore, and all of them graduated seniors. Yeah. Not all of them, but a lot.
A lot of them.
And so I just in April was like, hey, like, what do you think about, it was actually, we were celebrating maybe Advocate's birthday, because it was April. So I said, hey, what would you think about graduating a year early? Like, just email your counselor and see. And literally at that moment, Mike is like, all right. He emails his counselor. Anyways, he ended up taking 3 college dual credit classes this summer, and he is actually a senior now.
Yeah.
I can't even believe that it only took 3. And guys, yes, Micah is motivated. That is the biggest difference, is like, I actually feel like if you have a kid that's not motivated, like I think Parker would have had a harder time doing that, or, you know, if you're not motivated in school, because you have to be self-motivated to do that in the summer. But like, I just think that if you have a kid that's motivated, 3 classes, it's not like Micah's not been taking all these AB classes all year, every year. That doesn't make any sense.
It just is like easy. I know he had to work hard at his classes this summer, but like the doors that just kept opening for like, yes. You can graduate early, like almost
it just
confirmation.
Worked. It was.
That this was the right decision.
It was, because he almost didn't get, he was on the wait list, like 5 down for a class he had to have this summer to be able to do this. And literally last minute got in it. And so it was like the Lord just was like, all right, here. So that's been cool. So Mike is so excited.
So he'll go to college with our other nephew, Lawson, and they'll go to Lee next year. Yeah. And it just continues. That's
like his like main goal is Micah can't wait to get to Lee.
Yeah.
He cannot wait to get to Lee. He is so excited. Yeah. So he is a senior this year, so that's weird. The reason why I said I kind of like, why did I do this, is because I like feel like I lost a year with him, because he would have been home for another year. Yeah. But I just feel like Micah, it just works for him.
It does. And, you know, we'll have back-to-back seniors, which has been interesting, because I had that too with Sammy Mason. It's a lot, but then
I have like a 3-year gap.
But I just think like it is very specific to who Micah is. boys.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that's for every kid, but for him and how close he is with the boys, and he's just ready. He's more mature.
Yeah.
Like, I just think it's a good decision.
I think it's great. I think I'm super excited for him. He cannot wait.
Yeah.
But anyways, so that's kind of crazy. So we're in senior year again.
Yes.
Which is weird, but we are. So, and he's actually not playing lacrosse this year because of other things. So it's just working.
Okay, so 2 more things.
Yeah.
We got one huge thing. And then we're going to do a question of the week.
Yeah.
We're going to keep doing that. We would love to hear from y'all if you even like these or not.
I know.
We just like to finish them that way.
Well, I just think sometimes, especially when we're on a serious topic, it kind of brings a lighter note into it.
Yes. But the big thing, and at this point, not very many people know about this.
And I can't even believe that this is the big thing because we've had so many things this summer. This is a big
People
thing.
are like, oh my God, what else?
It's a big thing.
Actually, we all just traveled to Italy. We just got back.
Like, not even a week ago.
Not even a week ago.
Right? What's today?
Yes, a week ago today, Sammy and Tyler got married in Italy.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, that has also been a secret.
A big,
huge
secret.
It was, I think, elopement, but a few of us knew, and I was like, I'm not missing it. So we traveled to Italy for his wedding, and our trip and the wedding. We are going to have to talk about it on a different episode, honestly.
It was amazing.
But it was...
What's today, Friday? We got back Tuesday night.
Yes, Tuesday night. But the wedding was a week ago.
But the wedding was
today.
Friday a week ago, yeah.
And it was amazing. Amazing. Now, that secret hasn't been the easiest.
Has been really hard to keep. Also, just so you guys have some context, we started planning this June.
I mean, they weren't even engaged yet, I guess, when that idea of like maybe having a wedding
in Italy.
Yeah, a destination
wedding.
June. Yeah. It was starting to talk about it.
They were starting to talk about it. They hadn't officially made a decision yet, but it was, they were going to Italy for a work trip.
Yes.
So let's just say that. They were going for a work trip anyways, no matter what.
Yes.
So
that was already planned.
That was already planned. So that's how this idea even came up. And so that's why when it came up, and we were like, we'll go.
Yeah.
And they were like, what? I was like, oh yeah. I mean, I didn't even get invited.
Yeah.
I just said we're going.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's kind of how I did. Like, Tyler's like, this is an idea. And I was like, well, we'll be there.
Yeah. Yeah, really.
I have no idea what it is. Like,
I know. So we had an amazing time.
Yeah. It was great.
It was amazing. The wedding was just the most amazing thing. And there was 20 people.
Yeah.
Right?
18, 19 maybe. 18 people.
Including
20, I don't think. No,
I thought the table was set for 20.
Oh.
Okay, so 19.
Yeah.
Whatever it was not. It was one.
Yes.
We had the wedding and then one long table for the reception.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely stunning.
Stunning. And we'll go into details about all of that on a different episode because it's just so fun to actually talk about. But we had the best time ever.
We did.
It was so much fun.
So we weren't with Sammy and Tyler the whole time. So
no.
Tyler was at a conference.
We had a vacation.
We had a vacation
with the wedding.
With the wedding in between. That's right.
Yeah.
So like Tyler's at a conference,
yes.
leading worship. Sammy was doing other things. Then we saw them. Well, I didn't see them until the day of the wedding. Y'all saw them a little bit earlier. Hung out with them on Saturday.
Yep.
And had dinner and we're with them and Sammy's best friend. That was so much fun. And then did we see them on Sunday?
No.
No, we didn't.
But as of right now, no one still knows.
So
and
no
we've been
one
back
knows.
since Tuesday.
We also have not posted anything about our trip.
No.
Which has been very hard for me because I am a poster. But we want to keep it a surprise until they decide to tell. So they are probably on their way back right now on a flight because they had to work after.
Yes.
So, so we just...
And it's their thing to tell.
It's their thing to tell. And it just was absolutely... It couldn't have been
I think we're just so excited.
We are so excited
about it that like... That's why you're like, oh my gosh, I just want people to know.
Yeah.
You know. But anyway, so I have 2 married now.
Two married.
A new daughter-in-law, love it.
Grandbaby on the way.
Yes. Sam and Eden.
Sam and Eden. Sam and Eden.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes.
I didn't even think about that.
I know, but anyway.
When people get married that quick, sometimes that's the assumption. Not the case.
Not the case.
Not the case. Sam and Eden, grandbaby boy.
Yes.
On the way.
Yes. And then Sammy and Tyler got married.
Sammy
so the
Tyler
summer was nuts.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, wow, we have some time.
It's weird.
It is weird.
It's weird. We literally are back and I'm like, now I have to like get back into normal life because, you know. But it was exciting. I mean, the surgery was hard, but Ava Mae just crushed it. She did
Yeah.
so good, and like that is done, and that was a big thing for her. Like
Yeah.
it was a positive thing. Like
Yeah.
she was ready for it, and so it was like
It was almost an inevitable thing.
For sure.
I mean, it was going to happen.
and she wanted her jaw to be lined up. But the point is this: all of it was great.
Oh yeah, it's all fun, amazing,
Super fun, amazing things. It's just crazy that many milestones. College might get us down to graduate a year early. Ava May having a huge surgery, grandbaby. Tyler and Tammy get married. So
I
many
just
things.
didn't picture that with having kids so close in age that they would be doing all
All
these
do
big
together.
milestones, which I love. But I just didn't expect it. I guess I don't know. I didn't really thought about it.
No, well, you don't think about
Yeah.
that. And then it was just like so many fun, exciting things. So, but we do have some fun. We have a fun season coming up.
Yeah.
Too,
Yeah.
So a lot more celebrating.
Yes.
I think we still are gonna, be able to throw Sammy a shower. I'm sure, or be a part of that.
Yeah, they're gonna have a big party.
They just eloped, but they're gonna have a big party. So
Yeah.
it's not gonna be any different than
Yeah.
that. So we're excited.
Yeah. Okay, so let me finish because we're
Yeah.
almost out of
Yeah,
time
we
with question of the week. So, like, if your tendency to go pick out something in your closet every day, like, what do you grab? Like, what is your go-to? Like, what is like your uniform?
Yeah.
I was thinking about this today.
Yeah. And we're talking about like just casual.
Yeah, like it's just like a normal
Yeah.
day, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna wear this.
I just like literally will throw on shorts, like athletic shorts that are comfortable, and an oversized t-shirt.
That's your go-to.
That's my go-to.
Yeah.
In the summer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking about this today because we just got back from Italy, which we'll talk about. I had a different outfit every single day. No jeans whatsoever.
Yeah.
Dresses, that kind of thing. We can talk about that in a different episode. But I was thinking about today, since I've been home, every day I grab a same pair of jeans that I love, okay,
Yeah.
and a tank top that every day that's what I want to wear. And either with like thin leather flip-flops or
Yeah.
tennis shoes.
Yeah.
But it is just my go-to. It's like comfortable. It's what I want to wear. And then I was like, is this just like getting older that you like tend to go towards things? I have so many pairs of jeans, by the way.
Yeah.
But I love this one pair. They're just comfortable.
Everybody has that though. Think about it. Even Ella does that, and my girls do that.
I know. That's true. And they're young.
So I don't think it's because they're older.
But I like love fashion, but I don't know why that's like what I want to lean to.
because it's whatever's comfortable. If it's just you're just doing your daily task,
Yeah.
you just want to do something that's comfortable. I really love my outfit that if you want to talk about like trendy outfits, but comfort, I love my cheetah pants and my wide Celebration Music t-shirt.
Yeah, but you don't like go in every day and think like, I'm gonna wear that.
No, but my point is like it's a little more fashionable, but also super comfortable.
Yeah.
But no, I would throw on gym shorts and oversized.
But I was
t-shirt.
thinking about that.
I know.
I was like, there's just certain things you kind of go
Jeans
to.
is definitely not. I don't think jeans are very comfortable.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just this particular pair that I love. I'm
Yeah.
wearing them right now.
Yeah,
And
jeans
I
are
take
not
it.
comfortable to me. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think it's just normal.
Yeah. Could you wear the same thing every day, you think? You know how like Steve Jobs wore the same outfit every day? Like not the same, but like he wore a black t-shirt, like that was his
I
thing.
don't really think so. I
Yeah.
don't think that's
What about
me.
like a capsule wardrobe? Like where you had 10 items,
Do
10 shirts, 10 bottoms, and
think
you
I
mix
could
them
do
up.
a capsule. I actually think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
As long as it's cute and trendy. But the only
Yeah.
thing is I still get swept away by trends. So if you're like in a capsule,
Yeah.
you aren't throwing in
Yeah.
anything outside of that.
Yeah. I mean, that's true.
So I randomly have like a bright colored pair of shoes.
Yeah.
You're not throwing that in with,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what will be hard for me is I still like the cheetah pants that are like random but cute.
Yeah.
So capsule is so great if like you are a JJ.
Right. Right.
That's what JJ wears.
Yeah.
Capsules.
And maybe you have your capsule wardrobe that you wear the most of, like
Yeah.
consistently,
But you can
switching
have
up your
some other
basics, and then you can like.
But
throw
JJ
some
does
things.
not. Hers
Yeah,
is literally.
I'm
hers
actually
is the
kind of
same.
jealous. It sounds free.
It actually does sound free.
Yeah.
Because it's usually comfortable.
Yes.
And then you throw like layers, right, to like kind of make it look dressier or not as dressy.
I saw this TikTok that was like, okay, if you, no matter what you're wearing, so if it's like, athleisure or whatever you're wearing,
Yeah.
that if you always have one of these things that you're going to look put together. So maybe
Yes.
your makeup is on, but your hair isn't necessarily, maybe your hair's a ponytail and your outfit, but your makeup's on. Or your hair's done, you're not wearing any makeup, or like jewelry.
Yeah,
like
you
it was
have
just like
certain
there were
jewelry
certain
on. I
things
agree
that
with
make
that.
you look put together.
It does.
Even if you were
Are
just
wearing something that's not put together,
Yes,
essentially.
that's what
but
I'm
it
saying.
changes the whole look.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they were like, don't not have at least one thing.
Don't have messy hair, no makeup on,
no
jewelry, which is totally what I wear sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm not a messy hair person though. I don't feel like I usually have messy hair.
Yeah, that was probably straight from my mom.
I'll pull my hair in a ponytail.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't really love. The only time I have messy hair is boat. If I'm on a boat, or something, I look terrible.
Yeah.
I look back at our.
But you wear a lot of hats.
I do wear hats
too, and I wear a hat on a boat, and I mostly too.
Yeah.
In Italy, didn't have a hat.
Oh my gosh, in Italy, I look back at those pictures of boat day, and I was like, this is a bad idea. It's a bad idea.
Yes. But we'll talk about all that.
We will.
Another episode. I'm so excited.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed our first recap.
I
You
know.
might have been bored with it.
It may be, or maybe it's just that like background noise listening that you can just listen to people
walk to,
chat.
that's easy and whatever. So,
Yeah.
but that's what's been going on with us.
And I'm glad we're back.
We're back.
Sisters Unfiltered, back again.
And so I don't think I said this at the beginning. Like, subscribe, comment.
Yeah, share.
Not because we necessarily have to have all that, but because it bumps us up where people actually can see us who maybe don't even know who we are.
Sure.
Truly. Like if someone's looking for a lighthearted, easy podcast to listen to, if you guys do that or review, whatever it is, it actually puts us in the algorithm a little different. So,
love you all.
Anyways, love you guys. Bye. Okay.
That was so much.
Okay. Are you on? I think it's only muted.
It says
with
red.
blinks.
It looks red, but
Yeah. Hello, hello, hello.